Howdy you lot, how's it going? So, I've got a little bit of spare time, not a lot, just a little bit, and if you're anything like me you'll understand, if I've got something that I want to do or needs doing, and I've got a little bit of spare time, I can't just sort of sit on the settee or whatever waiting for, you know, I like to go and do whatever it is I need to do. So, the switch on this is very dicky at the moment. It doesn't really make any contact, so I need to take it apart and give it a good old clean up. So hopefully, right, I've got too much stuff everywhere. What normally happens is, some of you lot may be able to relate, you start one little thing and then you start another thing, and before you know it, you've got several things on the go. The bench is full up with stuff and you've got no space left. That's what's happened with me. I've got the MP9 now, I've got the other projects all here, and haven't got a lot of space. So let's take this switch out. I reckon by taking out these 3 screws I should be able to get this. I've never had this switch out, I've never needed to. It's always worked absolutely fine, but after, let me think, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, so, what was that again? 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 5 years of, you know, dust and grit and sand from the beach. There has been some mud, all sorts, has probably worked its way in and broken this. Well, not broken it, we can hopefully resurrect it. It's also probably covered in nitro fuel and water. As you can see, loads of water has got in there in the past, so hopefully we should be able to. Yeah, that water's got all in that receiver tray. The receiver's been covered in water. You can tell it's been covered in water because of the way it looks, but luckily we had a protective foam that probably protected it. I'm on 100%. But yeah, so you probably see now it's all been covered in water, so we should be able to, if we, hopefully this might help some of you lot out. Maybe you've got the same problem, maybe you got a dicky switch, might not necessarily be on an MP9, but hopefully we can resurrect this. I've resurrected loads of switches in the past, different things. Normally it's just the contacts that are bad because they're dirty, and with a little bit of switch cleaner you can clean the contacts up and away you go. This is just the waterproof top. Now we've got the access to the switch, and you can hear that is very, very bad connection. It's very stiff, and the connection is just bad. So I've got here, this stuff is what I use. I use this for ham radio equipment, CB radio equipment, any electrical equipment on actual real cars. It's switch cleaning and it's lubricant as well. It's good stuff. I use this stuff. So obviously I use this stuff, but I mean I use it on everything. So I'm going to spray loads of that in the top there, and hopefully that'll work its way down and we won't have to pick apart the actual switch. Hopefully it'll work its way down into the contacts and make a better connection. And I can see already it is looking and feeling better. It's still not 100%, so I'll spray loads of that in there. Let that work its way in. Let's turn on the transmitter. The transmitter's now turned on, but we've still not got. Oh, is the battery plugged in? No, that's because the battery's not plugged in, right. Right, we're off at the moment. I bet some of you lot noticed that, didn't you? Some of you lot would have noticed the battery's not plugged in and have been shouting, "Why are you doing that? The battery's not plugged in." Right, there we go. Now the battery's plugged in, and hopefully, there we go. and off. Yep, you can see by the little red light on the receiver. And on. Yep, and off. Yep, and on. Yep, and off. Yep, and on. Lovely. That is now working 100%. Brilliant. I don't really know why that wheel's all of a sudden gone like that. We'll have to fix that. You can't see that, but right, lovely. So we'll turn that off. We'll turn the transmitter off. So yeah, all you need is a bit of switch cleaner. I mean, there's no need to get a new switch. There's no need to fanny around, messing around, doing whatever. You just literally got to take the switch apart. Bit of switch cleaner. If you haven't got switch cleaner and you can't afford to buy switch cleaner, you can use WD-40. You can use you know, 3-in-1 oil. You can use most oils, lubricants and that. They will clean to an effect. You don't really, well, you could, but it wouldn't be a good idea to use brake cleaner because it's quite abrasive and it might affect the switch itself, cause a bit of an issue. But if you was properly stuck, you could use brake cleaner. But I wouldn't personally recommend using it on an electrical thing, but there's no reason why you couldn't. It would be alright. And at the end of the day, the cost of a switch, if you try to resurrect it and you foul, that's not a problem, is it? The problem is if you don't try, then you're just wasting money by putting a new switch in. You know, trying is a good thing. So let's just put this back on here. This is always a pain, that one. And now we can stick the switch back in there like that, and that goes. Oh, bloody hell! I've got it round the wrong way. Why didn't you not tell me? You're not very good, you lot. Sometimes, you know, I'm doing all these things, and I got something round the wrong way, and none of you lot tell me, do you? And all you can see is my arm. That's probably why. Sorry about that. I'll take that back. All you can see is my arm. Yeah, so there we go. Got a switch. That's now working. I won't bore you by making you watch me put the screws back in. But yeah, lovely. So there you are. I hope that helps some of you. Very quick, small video. Easy to do. You just got to get some. I definitely recommend having some switch cleaner, you know, at least in the toolkit, you know, just a little tin of it, and I definitely recommend that 100% because it's good for all your electrics, and you probably might need it. So you can get servos working again, you can get all sorts working again with a little bit of switch cleaner. So there we go. Nice one, you lot. I'll catch you lot later on. Now we're all working again. Enjoy yourself, you lot. All the best. Any problems, leave a comment. I'll do my best to make a video and help you out.